Hey, so today I'm talking about tolerating distress when you're in recovery. I had somebody email and she's quite right. She said, recovery feels like I've got my head in a vice. It's just being squeezed and you just feel like there's nowhere to turn a lot of the time. I think a lot of that is because you can't, there is not one thing that you can do that makes both sides of your brain happy. So you've got the healthy brain that's just like, I want to eat the whole time. And you've got the anorexia brain's like, you can't eat, food is like a threat, no way. And it's really difficult to keep both happy. So what happens in recovery is you start listening to your healthy brain, you start eating without restriction, one would hope, and also stop the movement side. And then of course your anorexia brain pitches a fit. And you can't recover and keep your anorexia brain happy. Can you? So that obviously causes discomfort because your brain's pitching a fit. So how do you tolerate that distress? Well, personally, I found that the more rules I could make myself, the better. And I know that anorexia loves rules, so rules can be like, really? You're putting more rules in your life? Well, I mean, recovery type rules. So I'll give you an example. The rule that I'm not allowed to exercise or participate in any superfluous movement that feels compulsive. It's a rule. So once I had that rule in place, that was just like, that's not an option anymore, by the way, brain. I'm not doing it. So it's like when I committed to not exercising, and when I commit, it's like, that is not happening. Hell or high water, I'm not doing it. I'm committed to that. I'm good at doing that. Like if I really decide, this is it, I'm doing something, I will do it. And so all I had to do was decide, I'm not exercising, and I was not going to exercise. That actually stopped my brain doing that, are you going to exercise or am I not going to exercise, or maybe I could walk a little bit extra, or maybe I could do that, but I know I'm really not supposed to be exercising, but maybe I should do, maybe I'll just go for a little walk around the block, maybe I'll walk to the supermarket. If I'm walking to get food, does that mean it's exercise? Stop my brain doing all that because it's just like, no, it's not happening. Shut up. And it kind of did actually. When I took things out as an option, did the same with restriction. And it stops your brain going like, well, should I have a bit more? Maybe I shouldn't have a bit more. If I have a bit more now, maybe I'll have a bit less at dinner. And, you know, like all of these negotiations. When you're just like, I am not restricting any food or obeying any of the eating disorder rules, then it becomes less of an option. So my brain just started bothering to like try and make me do that stuff because it was just like, it's not happening. So shut up. That's how I tolerated that distress time. I noticed that if my brain was like getting all stressed out, it was trying to negotiate. And if I was trying to negotiate with my eating disorder, I was doing it wrong. That's when I'd be like, oh, I'm obviously worrying about this. I'm getting anxious about this. Shut up, sit down, eat more food. Just do it. That'll make it all go away. Kind of did. So maybe some other people listening to this will have ideas of how they actually, in that recovery time when your anxiety often goes higher and you've got all of these conflicting things and you feel like you can't do anything right, well, how did you get through that? We would be interested to hear from you.